Here's our binomial. We have 2x plus 1 and x plus 4. So once again, take this binomial, put it on either the top or the side. I usually just move this one over here, positive 1, and x and a positive 4. Everything in this column gets that 4. It just moves straight down into one of these little these parts on the top. This x goes into this box. This 2x goes straight across. And if you had 7th grade life science last year and you did Punnett squares, this is very similar to a Punnett square, the way that this square fills out. So now, easy box here. 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times x is 1x or x. 2 times 4 is 8, and only have that x. And here we have 2 times 1 is 2, x times x. Remember, we have an x, 2 bases with 2 exponents. We add them. So now we take all of our answers of this. I'm going to go ahead and highlight them. You can do whatever you want that helps you on that part. If you want to highlight them so you see them better, you can. We have 2x squared, positive 8x, positive x, positive 4. The order doesn't matter. You can add it in any order you want because addition, we can add whatever way we want. So I usually just go straight across like you would read left to right. Now we have 2 that need to be collected, and this is an x and an x. So here we have 2x squared. There's no other x squares. 8 plus 1 is 9x and 4. These kind of just move down. Remember, when you're adding here, it's saying you have 8 x's and 1 x. A total of 8 and 1 x's would be 9 x's. It doesn't change that x. All right. Let's do one more. And this one's is kind of going to be the reason that I like the box over FOIL. If you watch the lesson on FOIL and you like FOIL, that's good, and I appreciate that. That's probably what you're going to be taught in most classrooms, and maybe what your parents remember from their careers in math. So this is a reason why FOIL doesn't always work. If I try to use FOIL on this problem, I would really struggle. But it works really easy with the box. So what I've done is I've already built my skeleton. I have 2 terms here, so I have 2 in this side. I have 3 terms, so I put 3 here. Again, it doesn't matter which side you do it on. So if I move this 5x plus 3 here, 2x squared plus x minus 4. If you ever have a minus like that, you must make it a negative. Minus and negative are the same thing. So that is actually negative 4. So now we fill in our columns and our rows. So this column gets negative 4. This column gets x. This column gets 2x squared. This row gets 3. And this row gets 5x. So now we're about to find out the answers for each box, and then we add them all together. So here we have 5 times 2 is 10. Remember exponents. And again, if you need to separate them out, move them off to the side and do, in this case, 5x times 2x squared. You would want to collect the things that are like. Here you get your 10, and remember 2 bases with 2 exponents, you add x to the 3rd power. If that helps you, then do that. If you can start doing it in your head, it's going to make things go a little bit faster for you. So here would be 5 times 1, which is 5, x to the 1st, and x to the 1st is x to the 2nd power. We're multiplying here. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. And there's just that x. 2 times 3 is 6, and there's just x squared. No thinking involved there. 3 times x. 3 times x. And then 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Now I'm going to take all of those pieces again, and I'll highlight them so that you can see them a little bit better. I'm going to add them all up. So the answer for every box is going to add up. So I have 10x to the third. It's a positive 5x squared. It's a negative 20x. It's a positive 6x squared. It's a positive 3x. And the last part is a negative 12. Now we go back and collect our like terms. So I see an x to the third, but it's the only x to the third. You can start looking at descending order as well. Am I going in descending order? So I started with x to the third, so now I can start with x squared. So I want this step written into your notes and on your problem so I can see where you're maybe possibly making errors. It helps me see that. Now here's just a single x and a single x. So minus 20x plus 3x. And then I'm left with the negative 12. So these two are what I'm collecting, and these two are what I'm collecting. So 10 to the x to the third power, I apologize. Move that back up a little bit. Now we're looking at 5 plus 6, and 5 plus 6 is 11x, and the x squares stay the x squares. You're adding 5 of them together and 6 of them together. You get 11 of what you had. Here we have negative 20 and positive 3. When you have one negative and one positive, you subtract them. And so I would get 17x. The 20 is a bigger number than a 3, and 20 happens to be negative, so my answer is negative. And last but not least, I have my 12.